Hello guys, Len13 here, and today I'm doing a movie review for It Chapter 2. I seen this movie yesterday, it was fantastic. So, It Chapter 2 is a sequel to the first movie, It, or I like to call it Chapter 1. But this is It Chapter 2 review. I will put a link in the description below for the first chapter review of the movie. But anyways, let's get into this movie review. So, It Chapter 2 takes place 27 years later after the events of the first film, where the losers think they defeated Pennywise, and they make an oath for saying if it ever returns to Derry, they'll come back too. And basically, this is what the movie is. They make that promise and now they have to go back. Only one character. Oh, whoops. Only one character who does not show up. It's Stanley. And the reason why Stanley didn't want to show up, if he did show up, they would all lose. So he stayed behind and committed suicide. In a split moment, you see him. On the wall saying "it." So Stanley was bad. Not fired, got killed by anyone, but he was too afraid. So yeah, so he killed himself. Anyways, the six of the Losers Club reunite to defeat the evil clown and Pennywise. So Pennywise the clown, played by Bill Skarsgård, fantastic in the movie. He basically missed the Losers Club. He wants revenge, but he also missed them so much. Throughout the movie, he's scaring them with their fears, and stuff, and he's just having fun with it. That's what he just does in the movie. He also goes after kids and adults. Well, he killed Adrian Mellons and his boyfriend, Adrian Mellon's boyfriend, seeing a lot of balloons under the bridge, meaning Pennywise is back and more powerful than ever. He's basically a more bigger threat than this time. At the end of the movie, remember the 1990 miniseries review I done with the big giant spider? Well, this one, he's a half clown, half giant spider, so basically just a form. So basically, yeah, he's missed them so much. But anyway, Pennywise, the losers, call Pennywise names until they shrink him down to pull his heart out and then squish it. And then Pennywise is dead, or is he? So that's enough of Bill Skarsgård Pennywise. Let's now go to the Losers Club. So I don't really know the names of the actors, so yeah. The adult cast of the Losers Club is great. Even the return of the younger Losers Club, as we've seen just for flashbacks. Anyway, so Bill in the movie gets remember ring, about his Georgie's death, defeating the clown and other stuff. So yeah, so throughout the movie, he still feels guilty over his brother's lost Georgie, but he wants to move from it, but he can't. So, but basically, also made this big giant boat. So the George trick won't work on Bill anymore. So basically, Bill protects another kid named Dean, skateboard kid, but he tried to save him in the funhouse, but not. Pennywise got him, and that's when he got in the Neighbor house and he wanted to kill it alone. Because he failed, he didn't want to lose his brother. And he was so protective of this kid in this movie, he didn't want the same fate happening to Georgie. Even telling him to get out of Derry and stuff, and like tell him get away from the sewer drain. So the artifact he got, two artifacts, doesn't burn one, but he burns the other. So it's Georgie bow he grabbed from fake Georgie Pennywise, burned it in there. The end of the story for that one. Silver, his bike. Yeah. So the next member of the Losers Club is Ben. So Ben, in this one, he's an architect. Oh, I mentioned Bill is a famous author like Stephen King. So he makes like horror books and he's ending stuck. So that's a mention from Bill. So Ben is a famous architect. When he get a call from Mike, he starts remembering everything, but not remembering everything. So when he gone back there, he got to get an artifact from his childhood of the basically yearbook signing, just only like one person of Beverly. So he burnt that in the thing so they could do the ritual of Chud. So yeah. Sorry about that in the background. Just ignore that. Passing card two. So the next member of the Losers Club is Beverly. So Beverly is now a famous designer, like in the 1990 miniseries and in 2019 film. So she had to get the postcard, that poem that Ben wrote for her from her father's house, but her father's not there anymore. Instead, it's a young, lovely lady, but it turns out to be Pennywise later. Beverly does the ritual. Chad burns the poem. And she also sees a more looking human Pennywise. He's so basically he like does like this, and blood starts to come out, and just laughs and stuff. Ha ha ha. Baby like to nope, my mouth is like that. Also in the old photograph, it's like Pennywise with a young daughter. That's Mrs. K, but that's not her. So the next member of the Losers Club is Richie. So Richie, fantastic in the movie. You basically have to go and get the artifact. So you have to go to the old movie theater arcade, and that's where he got a token of the arcade machine where you can like play. He looked at Street Fighters and yeah, and he's actually gay. He likes Eddie in the film. So when Pennywise said, "I know your dirty little secret," that means he's gay and stuff, and he liked Eddie. Yes. He put it in there. That's all made of metal, but it'll burn anyways. It would. The next member of the Losers Club is Eddie. So he's still a germaphobe, but he conquered his fear anyway by strangling the leopard from the leopard from the first film. He choked that thing there. It was like that. Vomited black goo out, and he's like, oh! And basically, one of his artifacts is his asthma pump. So he chucks it in the boxing for the ritual chud. I don't know. Yes. But he dies. He like saves Richie, but gets the stabbed by a giant spider Pennywise. So he dies at the end of the film. They have to leave him, and yeah. The next member of the Losers Club is Stanley. Stanley doesn't appear in the film, but he only appears as an adult and kid. While he doesn't go back to Loot Dairy, they have to get the artifact for him. It's basically like a thing, to keep the spiders out from getting into your hair and stuff. They chucked it in the ritual of Chud, and they burnt it. And later, Stan wrote a letter to everyone, and he told them, he basically told them why he committed suicide, and if you're going back to Derry, they would all lose. So, yeah. The final member of the Losers Club is Mike. So Mike is the reason why he called everyone back to Derry, because after the events of the first film, going to 27 years later, um, he basically remembers everything from the first film, with their fight with Pennywise, to defeating Pennywise, to Neibolt House, to his fear, to remembering everything. So he calls each of the members of the Loser Club, but he lies to them a little bit. So basically the ritual doesn't work. And then a big giant red balloon just yeah. And one of these artifacts he kept was actually the rock got like blood on it from the rock fight from the first film, when they're like beating Henry Bowers, and he lost. But he does prove himself. And he leaves Derry, so we can just get a new life, and yeah. So the next character, but bad guy, is Henry Bowers. So Henry Bowers, basically you actually see him get the blame for every child disappearance in Derry and killing his father, and now he's in like a mental introduce. And when he see that red balloon, he knows he's back. He's so happy, like ah ha 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 ha, hey, it's like stuff. And when the red balloon pop, and Pennywise disguised as a dead Patrick Hofstadter gives him the knife, and basically he gets out of there and he wants him to kill the Losers Club. And we don't really see this character much. He just wants to kill them. And he's not my favorite character of all, because he doesn't get really like that much screen time than in the first film, because in the first film he gets a lot of screen time. In the second one, he doesn't get real like character development and stuff. So yeah, he dies. He dies in the film, so he gets like stabbed. He gets like the axe in the head by Richie, and Richie threw up. I'm not kidding. Richie actually threw up, like ugh. Nearly hitting Mike, and Mike like ugh. So the locations in the Derry, there's some like new locations, like the carnival. The carnival makes an appearance there. Doesn't appear in like the It 1990s miniseries, but it appears in the book. So the carnival plays a big point near Adrian Mellon's death, Dean's death, Vicky, and yeah. So actually, the carnival doesn't get that much screen time, but I tell ya, fantastic, really good. Then you got Neibolt House, the house from the first film. That house got a little bit of screen time in the first film, but the Neibolt House appeared near the end. So basically, once they defeated Pennywise, the whole sewer stuff, his lair collapsed, and then Neibolt House just went like crumbling down, and yeah, that's the end of that house. Because when they kill Pennywise, Neibolt House gets destroyed. In the book, the half of Derry gets destroyed, but I reckon that would be true. Yeah, fantastic movie. I give it a 10 out of 12, better than the first film. I will still recommend the first film to watch, because you get an understanding about the first film, and then you go and watch the second film, and then you understand the story. And make sure to watch the 1990 miniseries of It, so you can get a little bit of understanding where they got that from. Real good movie. I don't think it will be out in cinemas for long, because I don't know when the DVD comes out, but I'm gonna get both of them. And there's rumors going on saying there's gonna be It Chapter 3. So Bill Skarsgård saying, well, basically he's saying there's a hint for like a prequel before the events of It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. And yeah, I'll be really happy. I'll do a reaction trailer if they do It Chapter 3, but it's a rumor. It's a rumor. So if you like this video, click the notification bell, and click the subscribe button to become a Team 13. And yes, That's Leo on YouTube signing off for now. Bye.